Okay, starting the stream. Those who are tuning in pretty early, I'm going to state this ahead of time. The stream probably won't last very long, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours tops. I probably won't have a whole lot of time to answer questions, but I'll do my best. The project that I have to do today is going to be pretty time consuming, and obviously I would like to get that done. The project at hand being, if you look at the top of the screen, we got two things that we need to do. So PTT to optimize terrain geometry for L1 and L2. We left this off last stream. We didn't complete layer 1. We only completed layer 2. And for the second task, which I probably won't get to, but we'll see. That's patch holes for L1 and L2. L1 does not have any holes right now, I don't think. But after I'm done adding the train slabs that I had for L2, I probably will find some. It won't be perfect, so that's what that's for. We might not have a whole lot of time to do that and answer questions at the same time, which is why it'll be a little bit time consuming. This is a very, very tedious task. I mean, obviously I'll try to get some questions answered, since it will be pretty boring, and obviously we want to liven up the stream. And of course I'll also be eating in the background, because I honestly don't care. I am hungry. Let's get some music up. Now last stream I noticed this music was a little bit quiet, so we're going to bump it up quite a bit. I think that's good enough. Alright, let's get started. This layer is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to patch up. Now, I didn't do this, V did this, but he added this extra section jutting out, caves in it. Not too fond of them, but we'll have to figure out how I'm going to patch those up. I don't want to remove it. the side of the mountains are going to be difficult. I was kind of hoping this would be a bit easier. But there are way too many caves here that I kind of want to keep. answer your question, turn down the volume here, quick. So Roblox has a service called Streaming Enabled. Uh, this is what causes clipping through the floor. Because Terrain hasn't loaded yet, it hasn't loaded its Hull Convex, which is a geometry mesh that is placed above a terrain surface. It is what the player actually interacts with. It isn't the terrain model itself. Now, because this doesn't load in time while the player walks over it, they have a tendency of clipping through the floor. Sometimes loading the game for the first time will cause this issue. So upon joining, you'll just simply fall through the floor and it'll be like, what the hell? To fix that, we just simply turn it off. In places where we can't get away with using it, we gotta turn it off. So I hope that answers your question. And technically, this applies to any player model. It isn't just R15. Any terrain, you can simply clip through it. We were recently having issues with that, but we did fix it. It was a pretty easy fix, but it's not a favorable one because we would love to use streaming enabled. It would make our game a whole lot more performant with long distance instances, but we can't use it, so it has to be turned off. If you need me to type that in chat, let me know. It was a pretty long explanation. Okay, so I think I completed that a whole lot faster than I was expecting. If you guys have any extra questions, oh, awesome. But yes, if any of you have any extra questions, let me know. We can start a back and forth conversation. We can lower the music a little bit and we can start talking about it. There really isn't a whole lot left for me to do, at least for today. Well, welcome. I'm glad this is your first time watching. Um, First time is the best time, I suppose, because that gets you started. You can get your questions answered. Not sure what else I could do. I guess patch some holes, I guess, and probably wrap up the stream. There are a few of them here. Can answer some questions while I do it. Sure, let's hear it. That's a good idea. Maybe a fan art section would be awesome. My only issue with that is we would need to have a budget established because I wouldn't want an artist to work for free. Um, if they're going to make fan art for the game, I would much rather them do that on their accord. But yes, Traxxas has a really, really good art style, and it's pretty identical to Akihito's. I've seen a lot of his work, and I've seen him grow too. It was impressive. The guy grew in like, I think 2 months, 3 months. It was kind of quick. I think so. Actually, that gave me an idea. So I was thinking of like ways to make their time like utilized best. If they are willing to do a collaboration, I wouldn't mind showing off their work on the channel to give their work attention. And if they have social media links, I would absolutely link all of them. I could do it at the end of these videos. Be pretty cool. And in theory, that would pay them off. So it won't feel like, oh, I'm just doing this for free. So you not only get to make fan art for a game that you might like, but you're also likely attracting customers to get commissions done and probably get some recognition. I think it's a pretty good deal. If there are any artists watching right now, I would not mind a collaboration. Just let me know on the official Discord server for NeroCube, and we'll see if we can get things started. The first layer is technically complete. Right now I am working up to patch up some of these holes for L1. This is what I'm working on right now. I'll be going on to L2 in a moment and see if I need to do anything there. But other than that, yes, L1 is pretty much complete. I don't think there's really anything else we need to add to it. Anything else we add is probably just extra. This is just polish, honestly. I probably could ignore it. But for obvious reasons, that might not be entirely a good idea. Okay, looking good. We can go ahead and go on to layer 2. See if there's anything else we need to patch up there. Which there is. Last I checked there was. And I think that'll be pretty much it for the stream. There was this underside area that I left kind of blank. And it wouldn't have happened if I was paying attention. But we're gonna go ahead and patch that up. Shouldn't be too hard. But seeing as I did finish that so quickly, I do have a little bit of time left to answer questions. For release, it'll have 2 layers. That is not the maximum we're going for. Me and V both want to continue as far down as it goes. Unlike Binary Star, which stops at, I think, layer 5? I think that's where they stop. There is a VR chat map that I think goes down to layer 6. But you don't get to explore very much of it. There is a Minecraft server, which I have not gotten to play yet, so I don't know how far they go. But I don't think they go very far. I could be wrong. I think some of you guys have played that Minecraft map before, and you can attest to that, or maybe deny that claim. But that's about as far as we want to go. We want to go as far as we can. On release, it'll be 2 layers. Okay, so we are currently on layer 2. This is the lowest area of layer 2. Some of this is made up. Because this is a little kind of confusing. The anime doesn't really fully express what this looks like, I don't think. And nor does the game, the official game. So what I decided to do was, I would have these little roots that kind of act like scaffolding. Now right now it looks a little weird. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add vines that kind of droop upwards at an angle. And that'll connect to these little sides here. And occasionally we'll have smaller plateaus of these hanging trees. Kind of heading downwards into the lowest area of L2. It's so you can kind of get a little teaser that, yeah, this is what you're about to start seeing pretty frequently. Before I go too much on a side tangent, I have to fix a very small issue, which is this right here. Look at all the space, dude. This is not intentional. It's supposed to be connected like it is here, and I was thinking about that too, but while I was placing the rest of these pieces, I wasn't like checking what I was doing, and unfortunately, I now have a bunch of these holes I need to fix. This whole underside area needs to go. It is cool, I guess, and maybe I could use it for a cave, but I don't really want to. So we're gonna patch it up. Oh, Mining an Abyssal only goes to layer 5. Good to know. So we want to kind of top them off. Kind of want to best them, all of them. Be a little bit too ambitious for 2 developers, I think. But if I show a little teaser here, I think I've shown this before. I don't think it's too big of a deal for me to show it again. If I swap screens and go to this, you can see that we already planned most of the layers. We have Capital of the Unreturned, we have the Final Maelstrom, and because we don't know how much further the Abyss will go, we have an Infinity kind of location. That would be the last location that you can go to. It might go further than that, I don't know. Akihito kind of said that he's not sure if Rico's squad will make it very far. And if they do, they probably won't look anywhere near the same as they started out. Which makes sense. Rika is a human, technically. Greg does belong here, but he's lost his memory, so a lot of his techniques are pretty much gone. So he's probably pretty rusty. And he's just kind of learning how to get all those bits of memories back. And Nanachi has knowledge, but they're kind of probably dead right now. So we don't know if they're going to continue on with the rest of the party. I have reason to believe that the twins might hop onto the Rico squad, which is a little bit of a theory of mine. I'm not sure if it'll actually happen, but I feel like it makes sense. They kind of owe their lives to the team. But I don't even know how this side tangent started, honestly. If I start another one of these, you guys are free to tell me to shut the hell up. I would not mind. I got some of this done. We have a bit more to go. A whole lot more to go, actually, fortunately. No, there are no level locks or whistle rank locks for going to another layer. Your experience is probably what will kind of block you from going any further. You'll encounter concepts that might end up killing you. So although there isn't a level lock, there is kind of an incentive not to rush if you don't know what you're doing. There is one more thing that might stop you, and that is if you try to get relics and try to sell them back at Orth, you can actually get scammed based on your whistle rank, which is obviously not a good thing. You want to get the full price for your relic when you sell it. Unless, of course, you're just hoarding all of your relics, which would be kind of a waste of inventory, honestly. Because not all relics are worth keeping. Actually, most of the relics in-game will be purely for selling. I think that makes up like a solid 70% of all the relics that we currently have, which is a lot. You're not going to have a whole lot of them that you can actually feasibly use. I mean, some of them have uses, but I don't know. It won't be like super good. If that makes any sense. If you get a sunstone, the best it'll do for you is light up caves. And you can throw it after you've turned it on. But other than that, it's not a very useful relic to keep. Honestly, I think I would compare it to the glow sticks in Terraria. Yeah, you can keep them with you, but they're meant to be discarded or sold. They've got a use, but they probably aren't going to help you out in every situation. That plus your helmet has a lamp on it, usually. So, there isn't much reason to have it with you, and you'd probably want to sell it. Oop, I missed a spot. My bad. I think holiday events. Oh man, I really want to do them. We'll see what we can do. No promise for it though. It would be pretty hype to see the Evos covered in pumpkins and snow. I think it would be. Actually, I think an even more clever way to do it is to introduce external areas like Voluska. I did mention that in a Q&A, I think. Um, wait, no, I don't even think I released that Q&A. Shoot. So you guys probably won't be knowing what I'm talking about. Oh well, I did cover it in a Q&A. I don't know which one I did cover it in. But I was thinking of doing that, and I wanted it to be kind of a way to do events like that. But we'll see. Okay, I think I'm going to consider that pretty much done. I'll be answering some questions before I end the stream. If you guys have any questions, ask them now. You will have at least 5 or 8 minutes before I end the stream. Maybe 7. I think I'm going to say 7 minutes is probably pretty good. I actually don't know what exactly that does. All I know is the thing above it is a mini-map. It's got quick access for external scripts. You have this temporary kind of like admin access menu, the debugger open/close thing. You're not supposed to see the official release, nor is the items button on the side, which I'm kind of blocking it with my avatar. All of those are purely for administrative purposes. Here, let me put my character out of the way. So these 2 buttons are going to be deleted on release. And if they're going to stay, they're probably only going to be visible for admins. I actually don't know what this is. Hold on, let me see what this is.
Same reason for things like it's not good service and these things. And I've had some coworkers, if somebody comes up to me and go weekly confrontation, that team, maybe they get start.
Yep, I have no clue what that is. I'm going to have to ask V what that is. I'm kind of selecting everything and I still can't find it.
At the very end of it, you just have to try and make it right.
I'm guessing this is a Quest UI thing, but I have no clue.
It's not mine, but from their perspective, it's not
Yep, no clue what that is. If I figure out what it is, I'm probably going to post it in questions. The That is a pretty valid question, though. Let me screenshot this. Honestly, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna make these streams official, I'm still kind of working that out. I don't have a schedule for them, but I will notify people ahead of time if I do stream by at least 5 or 6 hours. So it should give you enough time to hop on. If that is a little inconvenient, my time zone is EST, so Eastern Central Time. And I don't know, I don't think that covers. My bad, I had a slight stream interruption, but I should be back. Alright, if that is everything, we'll be closing the stream here. Thank you everyone for hopping on. I'll be seeing you guys in the next development stream. Toodles.